Yeah, yeah. Well, I was working out. Yeah, I was working out. We're starting a little bit later. Whatever. 3 minutes later, everybody needs to calm down. Tell them to calm down. All right. All right, guys. How you doing? How you doing? Let me get some stuff situated over here. Jeez. Relax. Relax. Where's my headphones? Where's my headphones? How you guys doing today? We're gonna get started real soon. Here's my hat. Get my hat. Get my headphones going. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whew. What is up, Johan? How you doing? Thanks, David. Love the hat. Looks nice. Feels nice. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, 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 yeah. I know, seriously. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, man. Long day. Long day. Long, good day, though. What's up, Renzi? How you doing? Emily. Whew. Got everything trimmed. Never late nor... I ain't no wizard, Tiger. I ain't no wizard. Justin, how you doing? Checking in from New England. Yeah. So we got some crashes today. Just working out a little bit, having a good time. I don't know why that thing's all screwed up. Let's go ahead and the heck. Let's do yoink. A little bit better. We're gonna get into the classroom pretty soon, but just like how we typically start, once we get some people signed in, we're gonna be having a good time. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm getting situated for class. Getting situated for class. Getting situated to class. Lots of interesting things happening. So, what was today? We're working with. We're gonna get some new stuff going into the classroom. Let's get some. Well, I was running late. I was working out. I got all the blood flow in my arms. Not in my brain right now. Of course. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Go and switch this. There we go. Switch it over. So I keep seeing people saying 9 p.m. I'm doing good, guys. Thank you for asking. You guys are asking all these nice questions. I really like that. You guys are so nice to me. Pretty sweet beard. It's getting there. I like it a little bit more. I want to, Nova Scotia, how you doing, chicken strips? Joel, hey, Yuma AZ. 30 years, born and raised there, baby. Manuel, how you doing? Greetings from Austria. Love your content and mindset. Seeing forward for an awesome stream. First live stream I can catch. I know we were doing a little bit early because he's in school right now, but my son is actually graduating 8th grade today, so there's a little graduation that we're going to a little bit later, so I wouldn't be able to do a class later. I got a little beard hair on my comb. Nice little wood comb. So that's why we're doing a little bit early. It wasn't for you guys. I wasn't doing it early for you. Just kidding. Yeah, it was early for you too. Sheldon, you're from Yuma too? Woo-wee. Clark, how you doing? Would you ever do a live stream on the bike, Matthew? That's a great idea. I know Walterific has done that a few times, and they just keep cutting out. It just keeps cutting out. It's the bandwidth issue. There are some things that you can do. There's some technology out there. It's well over $1,000 to kind of get it going. If you guys watch any of those IRL streamers on Twitch, it's kind of like their system that they got going on. The only problem is I don't have any content for that other than possibly doing like a ride along with Dan and the Fireman that's live. But the thing is, it's like, well, is that really a good live stream? Because it's not. I can't read your guy. I can't read the chat. So that's a tough one. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that we can do. Maybe have somebody follow behind in a car, and I'm talking to them through the Cardo Pack Talks, and they're like letting me know what the chat is while I'm riding around. You know. What's up, Ken? Yeah. Love your channel is so good. I had to finally join. Love your content and mindset. Hey Chris, how you doing? About to get on my Moto license. So you have been scouring the content for a while now. Hey, thank you so I got 3 pluses. Woo! Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, Donna, so in order to get green, everybody, you gotta hit that join button. There's a link in the chat that's gonna be popping up right now, and it supports the channel. We're gonna be doing some really cool things with MTC. We're probably gonna get some memberships with MTC. Which, by the way, before class starts, you know, let's get to 100 likes, 100 sign-ins. I want to ask you guys a question. Hey, everyone, calm down, real quick. Shh, shh, shh. Pause the music. I want to ask you guys, okay, because YouTube right now doesn't allow too much when it comes to memberships, other than like early video access, which we're gonna be kind of talking about. But we have the Motorcycle Training Concepts website, okay, and they do offer like memberships like Patreon. Um, but they offer so much more, so much more. So there's a forums that I can attach. There's a bunch of different things like blogs that are early, videos that are early. Basically anything I want, I can give you early or do this or do that. Patreon is so difficult to work with, and I've been trying to work with them for years now, like 3+ years, and they're just a pain in the ass. So I'm asking you guys right here. Here's the question. Here's the question. What would you guys want if to become a member? Like if I offered a membership, let's say $5. So let's say 5, 10, 15. No, let's just say 5, 20, 50, 100, whatever. So let's just say $5. What would you want? Like $5 a month. What would you guys like to have? You know, stickers, you know, Jimmy. Okay, so we can sell stickers on the shop. And then the thing is, stickers cost more for $5 to like ship and whatnot. So maybe like a discount though. So that's another thing is we can give discounts to members on that, and that's where you can get these hats. Patch, okay. So Ken McDonald, so something like, let's say you sign up for the year, like because you can also purchase the yearly subscription for that. So what is that? $5 for a year? It's $60. Let's say you do that, you get a special patch, and it's like you're part of the patch club, you know. Or what about a Guardian Bell? Like you get a Guardian Bell for signing up for like a year or something. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Plus, it's not just that kind of stuff. It's like I want to be able, like, you sign up for like a newsletter that you get tips in your email. Think of like things like that, like digital stuff that just constantly coming out. Maybe like updates on what we're doing. Because the big thing here with memberships is, think about it. You guys are part of the crew, and it's more like a supporting of, hey, you know, we think we're doing a good job here. We want to support the training. We want to support what is going on, right, Dom Hall? I mean, that's what you guys are doing here too. When you become a crew member on the YouTube, you guys get, you know, some cool things. But think of it like, hey, I want to support this. It's like a crowdfunding type thing, but you're also getting early access and stuff that I can't give on YouTube. You know, I can't give a newsletter. I can't, um, you know, give the written portion of the tip videos I do on MTC. So think of like outside the box here. Like, are you guys a part of any other memberships? And you're like, man, I like what they do here. Because if we get like 4 or 5 different types of ideas that span across a bunch of stuff, and everyone's like, I like these ideas, Manuel, right? Um, then we can maybe include a bunch of them into our thing, and then you guys are getting just a ton of cool stuff, right? Sean, guys, is the volume not good? What about now? Is the volume is the volume fine? Yeah, that's another thing. So iron, that's another thing. Great question. So iron, there you go, Dan. That's a good idea. As long as you can keep it attached to your Discord bump to hear Patreon as a bus after joining. Yeah, iron, and that's fine. And that's another thing is that we want to continue the gear giveaway too. So already we're gonna continue the gear giveaway. But yeah, we can attach it. So there's a way to do it to attach it, just like Patreon's doing, to where you get your unique crew lounge access and all those other things. So basically everything that Patreon's currently doing, we could do on Wix, which is the hosting service we use. You're Johan, so am I. I'm a member of MC Riders Patron too. So he's got um a forums attached to it. I'm not really a part of. I don't really hang out on that one. As a beginner, I would like to have information and tips from experienced motorcyclists on the subject. Hey, old man with a motorcycle, that would be great. And that's another thing I want to start working on, possibly getting some guest speakers, some guests on MTC, some guest video hosts. Because MTC is not just about me. It's about motorcycle training concepts. Dan and the Fireman's all me, baby. Woo! But when it comes to MTC, I want to like bring in like a track mentor, like not necessarily a coach, but if I could, that'd be great. Or like a stunt mentor, like a stunter, some EMS, a few other things like that. You know what I mean? I think that'd be really cool to get going on there, and so it's more so you'll see me every so often, but you'll see me like a fifth of the time, maybe half of the time on MTC, and the other half and 3/4 or 4/5 you'll see somebody else. Um, I'm thinking about something like that, but definitely hear me all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I mean, if you guys want to go stunting and you want to know how to go stunting, you might as well, come to MTC about it. And that's the thing. So when we talk about the stunt, let's bring up the stunting thing for real quick. For stunting, let's say you want to start stunting, but for a fact when you go to MTC, we're following the Smart Rider principles when it comes to stunting. And that's the thing. Smart Rider principles are going to drive whoever is going to join this organization, right? So if you're going to be a mentor, you better follow the Smart Rider principles and the mission statement that we have. So when it comes to a stunt mentor on the channel, they're going to be focused on situation awareness or seeking out recognizing hazards, situations, and fundamental skills, acquiring, rescuing, and mentoring. So they're definitely going to follow that. They're going to wear full gear, or they're going to wear the gear that is appropriate for what they're doing. They're going to do it in parking lot type stuff, or they're going to show you how to find areas to do it in that's safe. They're going to explain why you shouldn't do it on the street in front of other people and all these other things because of the hazards involved, stuff like that. So I mean, you're going to find like a safety oriented stunt mentor on the channel, and that's what I'm going to be working on. Yeah, no burritos, Brand, not today. No burritos today. Discount on gear like you get when you get your endorsement the first month. I would love to, Roger. I just don't have access to a brand that will allow that. Maybe Revzilla will jump in on here and see if we can get something going on. I mean, that'd be kind of cool to like if you become a member and and stuff, you get like a AAA discount type stuff. You know what I mean? At some point, I mean, I thought about that. At some point, that'd be great. Another thing that we could do is that once we get the e-courses up, if you're a member, you get a discount discount on them. So that's another thing that I wanted to talk about is once we get the e-courses going up, we're working on them really hard, like right now. Um, that's what I'm trying to focus on when it comes to everything else. Let's get the music back on. Once that happens, we could possibly give discounts. But if you become a member, you're basically supporting the creation of a lot of these things, and the newsletter will keep you up to date on how things are going, what we're doing. Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think that'd really cool. Invisiman, you're on an electric scooter, recovering from a broken shoulder. Oh. The money I put towards Patreon YouTube is to support the channel monetarily as I support what you do. Sean, I appreciate it. I really do. What's up, Rainin? How you doing? I gotta fix that thing, right? So which one was it? It was the No Buenos. Yeah, it was the No Buenos. Go ahead and fix that. I could do that right now. It's pointing at nothing. and fixed. At some point, I'm going to give you access to this, so you can do those things. That's on the docket, is to give you access so you can change descriptions, Randon. We got to figure out how to make it happen. How can you get that hat? It's on the shop, head. Nathan, it's on the shop. We might be getting some more. We might be getting some more for our peoples. There you go. So you actually commented. So now you get a blue name, Nathan. 82. You got a gray beard, baby. Woo! I'm doing great. Crypto coin. Yeah. My day was great, Manuel. Is it Manuel or Manual? I don't know why I say Manual. Is it Manual? I don't know. I had a nice one so far. Yeah, it's early. We're gonna get started. 100 likes and we'll get out of the dorm room. 100 likes, we'll get out of the dorm room and we'll go to the class. Demon, it's okay. Only I know I see so much. There's so much green. It's hard to see who's who. And I'll show you guys. If you guys are on the Discord, I'll show you what I'm currently looking at. Let me get it. I'll show you in the lounge, everybody. So get in the lounge real quick. I'll show you what it looks like on my side, like what I have to see. You know how hard it is. That's what she said. It's just like a tiny little, tiny. Is it uploading? There we go. It's like a tiny little itty bitty text. Do I have a patch that says DDF and Crew? I do have patches that say DDF and Crew Smart Riders, but we're probably going to put that in. You guys want a lot of stuff. We want to give it, but we got to get all these things situated. I would love to. We got the Smart Rider patch, but it's not on the shop yet. We do have a Smart Rider hat. We do have a Smart Rider hat, which, by the way, guys, if you bought anything from the shop, please leave a review. You can leave a review on things. So write a review. We do have a Smart Rider hat, and it's an embroidered hat. This is embroidered in. We do have the hat. We're going to, and here's the website too. We're gonna get this updated. We're gonna change a few things. We do have our mission. I actually kind of have a different mission that's situated, but it's pretty much the same thing. We're getting some stuff situated. Here's the hat I'm currently wearing. Bunch of different colors, different sizes. Yeah, if you have a hat, or if you have who here got a rescue kit? Who here got a rescue kit? Write yourself a review. Write a review. Be one of the first ones to write a review. We already got one already on there. Write one. So if you already got one, crew members, if you got a kit, write a review. Please. It's really cool. It helps out. It does help out. All right. I know, Tiger. I know. I'm trying so hard. We're getting through it. We're getting the fundamentals down. So when we talk about Smart Rider principles, maintain your fundamental skills. We're getting the fundamentals down of an e-commerce shop before we really dive into some of these other things. So we're gonna do it. But we gotta, we're making sure inventory, shipping, taxes, liabilities, policies, bookkeeping, accounting. We're getting everything situated. So I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but we're getting it all worked out. You might have to change it up. It shouldn't be bad quality. Shouldn't be bad quality. Bjorn, so far right now, not in Germany. We're not international shipping. Damn nice, Dan. I just want to say I love that you're starting your kids out so young. My parents forbid driving motorcycles as kids. Yeah, same thing with mine. I just never got into it. We never did that thing. I did like sports. They were more of a sports family, not a power sports family. But and the kids feels like it. And the kids feel like doing that. They're like, all right, cool. Because I think it's because they see me do it, you know. Not yet. You have 120. Oh, I have 100. Yeah. I got to get out of here. Let's go to the classroom. Let's go ahead. Get this out of here. Let's go to the classroom. Whew. I'm already quick. I'm already here. Beat you guys. Beat you guys here. Let's keep the music going. You guys follow me on Twitter, by the way? Thank you, rookies, for putting this up on the wall. Or I'm sorry, on the projector. Appreciate it. While I was talking to everybody. Looks pretty crazy, huh? We're gonna have some weird issues here. Not yet, Brian. Not yet. We're getting some stuff situated. Probably next week. Probably next week. We'll get that up next week. Yeah, Mustang driver messed with the wrong bikers. I don't know what's going to be happening here. Let's go ahead and make it 1080p, though. There we go. Yeah, I haven't Twittered in years either. Just kidding. I Twittered like today. I Twittered. Got my pen. All right. Whew. I think we're just going to get started. I got too much stuff. You follow me on the Instagrams? Twatter. All right, guys. I think we're going to get started. All right, everybody. We got some motorcycle close calls and crashes and this interesting thing happening here. Let's figure out what happens. Boom. Oh, bad deal. Oh, no. Violence is not good. All right, so Grumpy Fox, here we go, right?
Slowly.
Line of sight issues, right?
And see how
watch out when anybody peeks through. There it is. Ooh, so lucky people saw it last second. So lucky people saw it last second. For the driver. Woo-wee.
Does that rope, Billy?
Imagine seeing somebody almost get into a crash. Are you going to rescue another rider? All right, so real quick, what we see right here is going to be a line of sight issue. It's pretty simple. When we're lane filtering, we can't see around these cars. Can't really do much around here. Now, this is not really like a true lane filtering between cars. We do have cars here, but we have this big open area right here, so we can still navigate a lot of this. Now, I know you're probably not supposed to be riding in here, and plus it looks pretty crappy on road surface. The big issue, though, is going to be anybody wanting to come out, right? It's typically going to be in the intersection part. I'm not too concerned about anybody coming out over here off the sidewalk and that wall. But if you start to see like sides of the building, that's a good chance that possible somebody can come out. Somebody can come out probably here and right here. And I think that's what happens on the left side. But the one thing you want to look out for is big gaps in between vehicles, especially enough for a vehicle to come through. That's going to be something you got to watch out for. So all these different factors, I'm starting to speak about all these crazy different factors. So what is it that you should be doing? You should be going into orange stage because there's so many different factors. And orange stage in this situation is just going nice and easy, not super slow, not very fast, not fast at all actually, but maybe 10 miles above the flow of traffic, 10 miles an hour above the flow of traffic. But you also have your right hand covering that brake. And you're also constantly scanning for threats and locating hazards and adapting to them or going to a red stage and navigating around them so that you don't hit anything. So progressive brake pressure, mercy braking is going to be your best bet in this situation. Maybe accelerate out of it. But he does an okay job. He stops right here, though. So there's that big gap that I was talking about. You got to watch out for. And then you start seeing a little turtle head poking out. So here, if you're going slow enough, you could probably stop before even getting past this green truck. But if we don't see it ahead of time, we're in a bad spot. We're probably going to do this. And it's like, now we see it. Can you still stop in time? Oh, yeah, definitely. Should we be trying to protect our lane so that we can, make him stop? No. Law of gross tonnage is going to say he's going to win no matter what. So we're going to get up to here, and it's like, now we're like, oh, crap, now I'm going to do something. So he started to swerve a little bit, staring at the object. Should have just swerved and done it, move with a purpose. Thankfully, this Nissan driver stopped and was able to not hit him. But let's not get ourselves in this situation in the first place, okay?
Here's on, man.
Yeah. I don't care if he's in the wrong. We need to be responsible for our own safety.
So don't rope, Billy!
All right, so here we go. We're going to be riding around with a friend. License plate is blurred. Interesting road. Doesn't look like it's a two-way. It's just more like a single road. Oh, somebody in front of him dropped. I didn't even see that guy there. Anybody see that guy? All right, so why do you think he fell? There's some road surface hazards. Okay, so his front wheel hit that bump pile of asphalt. Front wheel got some air, then back wheel hit same place. So the landing became uncontrollable and he went down. Okay, good after action review from this rider. Very, very good. I like that. Is there any more that they're going to do? You can see on his arms that he gets a wobble before the bike falls over. Okay, so where's the wobble? Let's see if we can see the wobble. Good job with the after action review. Oh, yep, hit something. He hit that bump. All right, so look at the head and shoulder hitting. That was his whole face. So if he didn't have a full face, he would have been tore up. That would have been really bad. And there's the more tumbles. So the more tumbling, that's where you're going to get more possible broken bones and impacts. Not good, but hey, good job, KSE MC, with the after action review. What's up, Jussie? How you doing? Is that how you say it? I'll just call you Coco. Very good job on this. Thank you, Warren Traveler. Appreciate the donation. So what can we take away from this? I don't have to talk too much about this one. The best thing we could take away from this is one of the typical hazards that we have to always watch out for is road surface hazards. So you have to navigate around those road surface hazards. So now here's the thing. When it comes to riding in a group ride, we're pretty much staggered, right? We're like this. Well, what happens if there's hazards in front of this part but nothing over here? Well, that's what you do or this is what you do. You just switch over and you continue going. And then when you get past it, you switch back over and you switch back over. It's pretty simple. You ride your own ride. You don't just stay in that staggered position. And you always want to watch out for road surface hazards because this could happen. But good job, KSE MC. Very good job. I like the after action review. Wear full gear, everybody. We got a link in the description for some beginner gear from RevZilla. Go ahead and check it out. You might find some stuff that will fit you. All right, so Eric Adams, here we go.
There is
for Adkins.
Situation in which the biker, after riding into some indents in the road, loses control of his bike very quickly.
Uh-oh. Make sure you wear full gear. It looks like you got some tats. You don't want to lose those. Slipping and sliding. You see how far you slide? Oh, he's on his back. He's on his back. No. I'm just trying to speak over the music. Stop with the music. Oh my gosh, that music. No, we can't have the music. All right. Why do people put music? All right. Nathan, you're going to have fun with this one. Let's go ahead and watch it until the music and then cut it out. All right. Let's just go ahead and do this. All right, we're going to have to mute it because there's probably copyrighted music and I don't want the stream to be taken down. But so what's happening though, he hits a bump and it's going to cause, there's the bump, one hand on the handlebars. Everyone kept telling me that was going to be the issue. My biggest concern here is going to be the fact that he's going to be losing a ton of skin sliding around this whole thing. So make sure you guys get full gear. Make sure you guys have both hands on the handlebars. But here's the thing. You can ride with one hand. Just don't hit the bumps, okay? So you got to be paying attention to what you're doing. He's checking his body for any type of level 1, level 2, hopefully no level 3 road rash, because that would be bad. That's flesh missing at that point. But, he's saying lay down, sit down, all these different things. Not a good situation overall. So what can we learn from this one? So he's going to be riding around just look at the road surface, okay? So ride within the conditions present, okay? So I would actually be off a little bit different lane position, maybe be in the left lane because I can't see anything past this white vehicle. That's probably why he's going to switch lanes. So he's going to switch lanes and then take a look at everything. Matthew Cooper, welcome to the gear giveaway. So he's going to keep riding around, and he's going to hit some bumps. I'm going to see where we can see where the bumps are. There's that no gear issue, so smart riders acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. He's going to hit the bump right there. So let's take a look at what we're riding around on. So you see the discoloration and patchwork on the road. Try to avoid that the best you can, or if you're going to go over it, put your hands back on. Okay, put your hands back on because you don't want this to happen. And there's going to be this big bump right there. So he's about to hit this thing right there. Got to be paying attention. Got to be paying attention. It's simple as hitting that bump, causing some jostling of that front tire, which is going to cause you to fly off. So boom, hits the bump, all over the place, all over the place. Some death wobbles, basically. We're going to go ahead and low side and slide across the ground. So take a look. We're trying to protect our bodies and lift ourselves off, and we're still going to be sliding. Well, that's the thing, is that you need to make sure you have good gloves. You need to have some good gloves because you're going to rip through those pretty quick. And then you're going to be missing parts of your palm. But then look at the arms. Got to make sure that you get some gear on that. Same thing with the legs. You can kind of see it right there. It's torn on the bottom right with his knee. So he hit his knee. It already tore through it. Make sure you get full gear, everybody. You know, you're affording a helmet and a motorcycle. Let's go ahead and get some gear to protect the body, which is going to be the most important part of us. Okay, so he's sliding around, not having a good time. Now look at on the inside of his leg. It's all torn up. Everything's getting torn up. This is where having good gear is going to help you. Now, it's not just like, oh, well, the gear got tore up and my skin didn't. Well, there's also that thermal transfer. It's not just the abrasive situation. It's the thermal transfer. If you get a rug burn or if you just start rubbing something for a little bit, it's going to create heat, friction and heat, okay? So sliding across the ground is going to create a lot of friction, a lot of heat, and then you're actually going to get thermal burns, not just abrasions. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be very, very careful with that. Let's get past this because we kind of know we should be wearing full gear, right, everybody? So wear full gear. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, here we go. So lane filtering a little bit. Okay, fine. You know, probably legal here. This might be California. Went through a green light. That person might be a little upset about it. So good job adapting to that and moving to the other lane when you saw it in your mirror. So far good. Leave it as is. I would stay away from the dum-dums that do this kind of stuff because I don't know why they're doing it, and I don't care.
You almost got me there. What? You almost got me there, bud. Okay, whatever that means.
Yeah, see, like it doesn't even you don't get anything out of it. You don't get anything out of it other than, well, I think he handled it pretty well actually. Typically you see people get angry, so he handled it pretty well, just saying, "Hey, you almost got me." Guys seemed kind of out of it, or nobody knew what they're saying, and then and then that was the end of the situation. But here's the one thing I want to point out. Here's the only thing I really want to point out. So he goes through this. That's fine. Whatever. We're going to get up to here. So we switched lanes into him also. So we were in the far left lane. So when I said he did good with the 360 situational awareness, I thought he was already in that lane. We're also going 78. Okay, so we're going 78. I don't think this road is rated for that. So speed is going to be a factor here. We switched into that lane where that person was also going to that lane. We didn't really check. We didn't do a head check. So I'm going to take back everything I said. I'm going to take back the part where I said he did good with the 360 situation awareness. He didn't. I take it back. We were in the left lane originally. I don't know if we checked our mirrors. Maybe we're just riding super fast and we feel like we don't have to check our mirrors because we're going faster than the flow of traffic. So if we switch lanes, it's because it should be clear because nobody's catching up to me. And I know that's a feeling a lot of motorcyclists have, is that if you go faster than everybody, you don't have to worry about anybody coming up behind you. I don't like that idea. I like the idea of you ride the speed limit and other people will go the speed limit, other people will go above the speed limit, and those people will go faster than you. So you should still be checking your mirrors because it's a bad habit to get into when you don't check your blind spots or your mirrors because you're like, oh, I'm just going fast. Well, then when you're going the normal speed because there's a bunch of cops around or whatever reason, you feel like going the speed limit, you don't check your mirrors anymore because you developed a bad habit of not checking your blind spots or your mirrors. So how about you don't train that? You train the good habits and you maintain the good habits consistently. So even if you're going fast, whatever, right? Fat Flyboy, even if you're going to be going fast, still do your head checks. Don't ingrain bad habits. So right here, we're going to be going over here, going 80 miles an hour, switching lanes. Well, guess what? This boy right here is going faster than you. He's probably going 90. So, whoa, that's a little surprising, right? Well, you're going 78, all right? So you both switch lanes into that lane. He should have seen you because you're in front of him, but you should have seen him because you should be having 360 situational awareness. Now, when you get up to this point and you're like, hey, what's up? It's obvious that nobody really cares about what. It looks like we hit curbs and lost our hubcap and everything. But I do like the fact that when he did say, hey, you almost hit me, and the guy's like, whoa, and then he's like, I don't understand, and he just moved on. I like that aspect. But how about we both don't go that fast?
That means.
Yeah, how about we both don't do that, all right? Don't train bad habits. All right, so we're same person, lane filtering. Okay, we're doing good with the lane filter. Saw it last second. Good job.
Getting out.
Good, yeah. He's got a good attitude, just a little fast, and that's fine. And that's fine.
Oh,
Whoa!
boys.
Whoa!
Damn.
Looks like everybody's walking wounded, so there's not any real need to assist. But I still would stop because I don't see any public safety involved yet. So we'll go ahead and go over here. So lane filtering, he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. Here's the one thing I want to point out. Already, what do you guys see? Without a blinker or nothing, this is what I want you to be looking for when you're lane filtering. Look at this big open gap right here. Okay, it's kind of like this one a little bit, but it's not that big. But look at that big open gap. Whenever you see a big open gap like that, always anticipate somebody wants to take it. Because this lane might be going too slow for that person's, perceived thoughts. Are like, oh, I'll just switch over this lane because it seems like it's going half a mile an hour faster. And then they're the type of person that keeps going back and forth in between lanes when there's an open gap. So always be looking for that. This big gap right here. Always look for that because that right there is going to be the pattern for somebody wanting to switch over. Okay, so when you see that go into orange stage, you should be in orange stage anyways because you're lane filtering. But definitely be like, okay, I see that. I'm going to be very cautious getting closer and being prepped and ready to do some emergency braking. So right here, thankfully, they did it ahead of us, so now we can go ahead and start squeezing that front brake if we need to. Looks like he just chose to swerve over into the right lane, which is, okay, whatever that person saw. That's perfectly fine. Now we're going to get over here. Now it's like, why does everybody want to switch over to the right? So now we're starting to get, like, everyone stopped here. No one on the far right is stopped. Typically on the interstate, when that happens, there's usually a crash or there's usually a stalled vehicle. There's usually something that's causing these drivers to do this. So be cautious. Be very careful, especially when you start seeing open road in front. Like right here, it's like big area, big open road in front. Okay, so everyone's just trying to get around this. Rev bombing is not going to help the situation at all. Now we're getting over here. And it's like, okay, there's obviously something going on. So as soon as I see this, I'm not going to stare at that. Now, it's like I know what an upside-down vehicle looks like. Okay, what I'm looking for is anybody over here. Okay, is there any uniforms? Is there anybody that looks like they're bleeding, looks like they're injured? If they are, I'm going to do what I need to do to get past this vehicle and park on the other side, get off my vehicle, or get off my motorcycle. I'm going to get my rescue kit that I have. All right, we're going to get more on the shop, everybody. We're going to get more on the shop. So if you want to check it out, make sure you go to motorcycletrainingconcepts.com. We're going to get more on the shop. I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to start walking over here, and I'm going to just announce who I am. Like, hey, firefighter, EMT, is there anybody hurt here? Anybody need assistance? And everyone's like, no, we're good. Like, all right, you guys be safe. Anybody call 911? Do you want me to call 911? Anybody good? You just want anything? No. Okay, cool. And if I see anybody scratched or hurt, I'm going to pull out a 4x4 and some cling. But here you go. Go ahead and keep it clean if you want. I'm going to go ahead and take off. I always get more. They're meant to be used. The stuff's meant to be used. But that's what I do. I check on anybody, see if anybody needed help. And if they don't, I leave. If anybody did, I'm glad I'm there because I don't see any police. I don't see any fire on scene. That's what I'd be doing.
Damn, son.
That's it. Moving on. All right, right, so right here we're riding around, a little bit zoomed in. Use super view. Come on now, super view with Steadicam or whatever. All right, so I don't like this position. There you go. Now we got line of sight. You see that difference when you're right behind the vehicle versus off to the side.
Was in the right here, but it makes no sense when she did the same thing 2 times and instant later right in front of the biker.
Okay. All right, Motostars. Thank you. Recently made an Instagram, same as the YouTube channel. Okay, Bond Vlogs. All right.
What? Yeah, I don't know.
She's saying, why don't you have a rock form mount?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, what you want me to tell you? Yeah, what you want me to tell you?
Yeah, this is what we look, everybody. This is what we look like
I don't know.
when we are trying to educate car drivers on to look out for motorcyclists.
How?
That's what we look. This right here is what we look like. Take a look. I can tell she had a bad day because she got all these swirls. Oh, okay, get out of here. Whatever. Whatever.
It's not.
This is what we look like. This is what we look like. Don't be this.
It's not.
Don't be this. We're gonna move on from this one. That's kind of dumb. There's only one thing that I can say that was good. Or not good, but a teachable moment. I won't lie, I wasn't paying attention to this car. What, this one right here? Oh, good job. See, that's what happens. We got some learning moments. Let's see what happens here. He is so lucky he was able to swerve out of that way. Imagine crashing and then looking like a dum-dum. Okay, so enough of that. So here's the one thing I want to point out. This is a good visual. So we're going to get back to it. Okay, so right here, we're in the far right lane. We're going to move to the left lane, right? So when we switch lanes, this is what I want you guys to be paying attention to. We're going to switch lanes. Don't get this close. Look at our line of sight. Look at our space cushion. And what are our escape routes? Remember, that's what we're doing for position for safety on planning. Is our escape routes to the left and the right? Okay, good. Have fun lane filtering this big vehicle and then this vehicle. Okay, lane filter this. That's our escape path. Can you do that in a split second? Because this is our space cushion. That's our space cushion. We don't have any room. We can't see anything past this vehicle. Don't get this close and don't be right here. Now I want you to see what he does when he moves over to the left. We're hanging out too long here. Opened up the view. Perfect. Now, the only thing we need to do is increase the space cushion. So roll off the throttle just a little bit, and there we go. But here's the thing. Here's that line of sight that we can see. We can see way ahead, and that's what I want you guys to have. Also, escape routes, because remember we were talking about escape routes and space cushions and line of sight? Well, we have the same exact escape routes, but take a look at this. Our escape is nice and easy right off the line. We're not having to shoot across super far. So we can see where we need to go. Super good line of sight. We can escape this way. That's going to be my escape path. I want to increase the space cushion, though. But you see how just a minor adjustment of the lane position will do that. So don't hang out right behind the vehicle. Okay, so that's the one thing I wanted to talk about on this one. The rest is kind of dumb stuff. You know, he's having an argument with her. He doesn't have a rock form mount. You know, just typical stuff. So right here, though, when he's saying, I won't lie, I wasn't paying attention to this car. Why aren't we paying attention to this car? Because we're looking back at the lady that was yelling at us. And we're just like, haha, this is kind of stupid, dumb stuff. But the thing is, we need to be paying attention in front of us because we're still traveling. We're traveling forward. We're traveling at a high rate of speed, multiple hundreds of feet per second. And now we have obstacles in front of us, but we're not paying attention. So what is a smart rider? Seeking out and recognizing hazardous situations. We're supposed to be doing that. Planning our ride, locating hazards. Right now, we're locating the people behind us. No, look what's in front. So we're gonna look around. We're looking for people. We're not looking ahead. We already know it's an intersection coming up because you saw the light, so we should already go into orange stage. That is the pertinent hazard here. We look forward. All right, we're still traveling. And we never slowed down. We weren't paying attention. We're zoned out to the situation. Now, here's the thing. If you have terrible situational awareness, you better have the best fundamental skills. And when I say fundamental skills, I mean everything that's when you learn at the BRC, mastered. So you learn how to emergency brake, you learn how to swerve, you learn how to counterbalance and all that stuff. You learn how to do it all, but you have to master it if you have terrible line of sight, or not line of sight, terrible situational awareness. Because you're not going to see stuff until the last second. And then with that last second, you better swerve out of the way or brake. So what happens here? Thankfully, he's got at least a little bit of knowledge, and he didn't panic, right? He swerved. So how about we don't put ourselves in this situation of having to utilize a swerve and then basically saying, okay, we're going to put ourselves in a situation where we have to do something. Or we can be like, I'm going to put myself in situations where I don't have to do anything. I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to take that chance. Got very lucky. Got very lucky. So that was the only two things I care about in this video. All right, here we go. So we're riding around with a bunch of... Whoa, that was quick. Was that it? Was that a transition? All right, here we go. Woo! I like the transition. All right, we're riding around. There's the side of the vehicle merging issue. Okay, there's not a lot. Let's see. Who is this? See, everybody, I like their stuff. So how about you guys sign in by liking ours? Sign in. I always sign into theirs. So this one is going to be saying 420. Is there more to it? Nope, it's just the 5 seconds. Let's see. They usually post... I have a feeling it's within this. 'Cause they usually post like the clip of it. Is that the same? No, it's not the same spot. Oh, we're riding all over the place here. I'm just so glad nobody's crashing. All right, I'm not gonna spend too much time for a 5-second clip. All right, Liam, welcome to the crew, baby. BRC Donna is the basic, right there you go. VFX Bishop and Scarlett, thank you so much. So right here, just let's take a look at this. Let's watch it so that Nathan has something to work with. Here we go. Let's watch so Nathan has something to work with. All right, so here it is. There's the incident. Good job on the riders for not panicking, and we got fire everywhere. All right, so let's just take a look at this image now. Let's take a look at this image. What we have is obvious parking right over here. We have people wanting to get out of the parking, and then we have this side of the vehicle because this person wants to get out of the parking and go the other way. All right. So, I'm pretty sure that this Vista point was announced back there with like a nice little blue thing. It said Vista point in half a mile, Vista point in 200 feet, blah, 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 Vista point. Okay, so you know that there's going to be an area coming up that is going to have some traffic, okay? Especially if this is going to be a nice spot to be looking at stuff. And it might seem like they know this area pretty well. So what we have is a group ride, and we saw from some of the clips earlier is that they're going pretty fast. They're going pretty fast, not really caring about the road rules. They're using this as their personal track, which is, once again, up to you if you want to do that. Just realize when you crash up here, this is probably a $100,000 helicopter ride. All right, so or you're dead. It's pretty much one of those things. So this person's gonna be pulling out. Oh, pretty hard to navigate when we're going this fast. We have a big group ride. So if this guy slams the brakes, this guy's might hit him unless they're both trained. Same thing with this person, panic maybe. So you have a bunch of issues. So this is not something I recommend to anybody, but definitely not beginners. So we're going to have to put this in like half speed. So we have that side of the vehicle coming out, and the rider up front, you can barely see it right here. He's putting his hand up on his clutch hand, basically saying, hey, watch, there's a hazard. Hey, stop. There's a hazard. Pretty skilled to be able to do that in this area. I don't recommend you doing that. I recommend you keeping both hands on so you can do what you need to do. But he seems to be confident in doing this. Look at the road, by the way, too. It's not a good road to be racing on. Not the best track. And then these parts right here are divots in the road. They're like little rumble strips. So if you hit that, have fun. But yeah, overall, just terrible spot to be racing. You need to be seeing this stuff ahead of time so that you don't have these types of issues. Okay, very 5-second clip, but a lot of stuff that could be bad. Luckily, no one crashed. All right, so we're gonna be riding through here. What are the main issues with interstate riding? Merging. So this person wants to switch over a lot. Why do you think that is the case? Now, they might have just switched into the right lane. Why do you think they might have switched into this lane right here? Let's go ahead and take a look at that when we get to here. Okay. So right here, we have our lane and then that lane. Okay, so this is like another lane right here off to the right. But if you see, it's going to end. Okay, so if you don't know this, you might be just now getting your license, or you haven't been driving for very long. It might be today that you learned this. Is that if you see, typically, if you see these yellow portions underneath, and there's like an arrow down, it's like this lane. Typically, that is meaning that that lane ends and that lane turns into the exit. Okay, so this far right lane is talking about this one, and it means it's going to exit. Okay, this lane right here, next left, this lane, the Pentagon City, Crystal City, is going to exit. So that is what you got to watch out for. Okay, so you have lots of exits. So that's probably why this vehicle is trying to get out of this lane and wants to go into this lane. But remember, what are we at? We're in their blind spot. So you can either roll off the throttle, which is what I would be doing, or switch lanes. Okay? So be very careful. Exactly, Tiger, no rock form mount. Come on now. But let's take a look. So, like I said, the big issue, there you go, big issue is merging cars on interstates or road debris, like tires or a bunch of stuff that fell off vehicles. You don't have to worry about path of travel like in terms of an intersection. So now that we saw this, now you kind of understand why they did that. Now it looks like he is going all the way into our lane. You can see it kind of. He's definitely not pointed towards his own lane. So still be very careful. Be very careful. Nova Slow Speed did a great job adapting to that hazard, but let's see if we can find it a lot sooner. But did a good job. Did a good job. All right, so we're riding here, Captain Muffins. All right, side of the vehicle. Ooh, good job adapting. Not much we could talk about on this one. There's not much we really need to. Let's see if he does anything else. Nope, that was it. So right here, let's go ahead and get to it. So remember, intersections, orange stage. I think he's doing good. He's not going too crazy. It says 92, so maybe he is. 92. 96. There's no way he's going that fast. All right, so here's the thing. One thing I want you guys to pay attention to is that intersections should be slowing down. Yeah, it's got to be Canada. You got to be paying attention to these right turners. Remember, right turners and left turners are very dangerous for motorcycle riders. Got to be really careful with that. So if you needed to, adapt by switching the left lane, but he did a great job. Good job on the swerving. Good job on navigating that. And get yourself out of there. You didn't create an issue afterwards. I'm okay with this. All right, boys first rev. Inspire the next generation. Hey, it's all good. You do you. A little bit of fear is good.
He didn't even notice the bikers pushing right in front of him, but apparently it didn't make any difference to them.
Yeah, here's the thing. You got to watch out for Mustangs. They hit anybody. All right? They hit any... Oh, get your hand. Ooh, ooh. Yep. Oh, no. There's no reason to fight, though. What is he going to pull out? What is he pulling out? You get that... Hey, you cut him off. You cut off the Mustang driver. Yeah, you cut off the Mustang driver. And see, here's the thing: there's not much you can do as the Mustang driver. It's pretty scary. This is why lots of motorcyclists, like these big mob rides, they get ran over by vehicles because they do stuff like that. It's like, I'm not just gonna sit here and get punched in the face. You know, I don't. My life's in danger with this many people. Like, I don't know who's gonna do what, especially if I have my kids in the car with me. Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna run over stuff.
It's very
All right, so here's the thing. Right turn only. Let's just take a look at this image. I don't like this. I don't like these group rides. I'm not going to participate in these group rides, and I don't encourage these. And as much as I feel like I should actively fight against these types of mob rides and stuff, you know what? That's not my job. That's the cops' job. If the cops don't like it, they'll do something about it. It's not my job. But I will at least say this, everybody. I don't encourage this type of riding. The DDFM crew does not do this. You can do it, but we're not. All right? I hope, though, that you got a bunch of people in here that are trained to help out with any type of medical issues, though. That's what I care about that. I care about if anybody gets hurt. If you guys do illegal stuff, I don't care. I don't feel like doing it. I feel like it's not just illegal, but it's also causing a lot of havoc and anxiety for other road users. And then also, you know, you're going to have these people make laws to where we can't do certain things. But you know what? That's what you guys do. We'll do our own thing. We'll try to make it better. But if anything, I care about the human aspect on this. And if anybody gets hurt, I want you guys taken care of. So please get some medical training just in case, so that at least you can take care of your own. Okay, that's what I care about. Take care of your own. All right, so here we go. We're getting on this.
didn't even notice the bike is pushing right in front of him, but apparently...
Okay, so here's the thing. This Mustang driver is wanting to go in the right turn lane. He's just moving with the flow of traffic, which is this. It's a green light. And this person's like, well, we're going to get in front of you. So the mentality of we own the road while we're here and you guys have to stop, that's what I don't like. So this is your own doing. This is your own thing. I believe in being cooperative with other road users. In this situation, doesn't feel like anybody's cooperative with anybody. So, you know, you guys handle it however you want, but don't be upset when somebody runs you over.
It didn't make any difference to them.
So he's still rolling. He's still rolling. So hitting everything. Now, once again, when we talk about, you know, who's responsible for our own safety versus who's at fault, well, you know, the Mustang driver's probably at fault, but who's responsible for preventing this? The motorcycle rider, okay? You have a passenger also, so now you're going to put your passenger in harm's way. You could have went a little bit wider. Could have been a little bit wider. Could have easily done that. So now here's the big problem here. You got that left or that right hand on the passenger getting wrapped up in there when the motor's still running. Easily rip apart your arm, rip apart everything. Now you can see a little bit of tire marks on her arm, so you're gonna have abrasions, and that's gonna be just like road rash. That's gonna be just like road rash on her arm right there. Thankfully, it didn't break her radius and ulna. Once again, guys, this is what I care about. I don't care what you guys do and who you are. I care if you guys are okay. That's it. That's all. I want you guys to prevent your own issues, but I'm not your parent. I'm not the cops. I care about showing up and taking care of you. So that is not a good situation to be in. It's not good. I wouldn't want to put my wife into that situation. But be very careful, guys. Be very careful. This is definite reality. Definite reality. Not good. If anybody's ever seen mangled body parts in machinery, this is lucky. Very lucky. Now, the anger I get, but my only concern is now my passenger. So I don't want to spend too much on the anger part. Just take a look at the whole situation involved, everything. Okay, you're damaging property. I'd be upset if that was my lawn at my business and it's just tore up. And now I gotta fix it. I gotta spend money to fix it while you guys are having fun. That's what I don't like. I don't want to get too much into that. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
Oh, snap.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna be flexes on local police. Okay, all right. Once again, you guys do you. You have your own consequences and situations and issues. It's not my position to mess with you on that. I think we've kind of seen this already. He lane filters everything and just takes off. Yeah, we'll just move on with this one. Very dangerous, high risk, low reward for me. Probably high reward for you. If you're into this, it's up to you. We're gonna run a red light. Yeah, in the other video we ran a red light. All right, so here we go.
Next we have
Moving on to this one.
clips which show how careless drivers can get.
All right, so this one is supposed to be a few clips of how careless drivers can get. Now, this is up to you, class, on figuring out what's happening. Now, after these few clips, we do have another clip which is going to be a medical review, so stay tuned for that one, all right?
Next
Here we
we
go.
have a few clips which show how careless.
So lane merger issue, open lane, right? That lane was being kind of blocked. We have an open lane to us. We're riding around. Watch out for their good job on the braking. He did a good job on the braking. Non-issue at this point. It happens. It happens. He made a decision. We don't know why he made the decision. Doesn't make any sense to us. Made sense to them at the time. Okay? Go around him. Non-issue at this point. Yeah, you know, whatever. You know, we can make judgments and everything. We can make judgments. Same thing, merging issues. Why would they want to move there? Probably to turn left. Yep, looks like that's just like you wanted to. You're going to go ahead and lane filter, whatever. You know, remember, inattentional blindness, motion-induced blindness, we have a lot of reasons why car drivers can't see us. Yeah, he's going to be moving over. Good job that you're staggered and roll off the throttle, apply the brakes. Get your right hand back on because that's going to be your primary control to get yourself out of there. And then it's a non-issue at this point. Good job increasing your space cushion, okay? So right here, side of the vehicle. Oh, found that escape. Good job braking to find that escape. But there is that side of the vehicle. So once again, look at big open spot for us. Why do you think that car wanted to do that? Gotta prepare for that. Gotta prepare for that. So we're riding around here. A dumb driver to the right, okay? Kind of coming out. And that was it. So a lot of these are normal day-to-day stuff. Now, this one right here, I wanted to point out real quick. Look at that open spot. Do you think a little Schmeat car can get through there? Yes. Now, we're trying to make it through there. So, big, long line, an open lane. Of course, somebody's going to want to do it. And when somebody does it, they're going to be doing it in front of you because they're not paying attention or they can't see you. All right? So, there you go. There we go. So, Terry, how we doing? Car accident on ice cream run. Ice cream runs are always the best. You know, actually, they're not the best. Burrito runs are the best. All right, so we're cutting through traffic, or parking lot.
They just got hit.
Oh, somebody just got hit? All right, are you going to rescue another rider? Because who knows? That looks like a T-bone, possibly. Big vehicle versus compartment. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully no compartment intrusion on this one. Look, it looks like the truck went through. Oh, are you taking off? Okay. Well, I guess not. You don't need to help. You don't need to help at all.
Oh, man.
Get out of the road. That's my next thing. Is like, dude, you're in the road. You're gonna get. All right, Motostars. Thank you so much for sharing that wonderful wisdom. So what we have coming up is we actually have a video that was submitted to us. I did post it. It's gonna be members only. So you can see the raw footage as a members only video. So you see it right here, members only. So Araldo Vaca sent this in. If you don't want to watch it here, we're gonna have this probably uploaded a little bit later. But this is gonna be a medical video. This is gonna be a medical video. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. We're gonna spend the first 12 minutes kind of watching it. But you can totally skip it and everything a little bit later. So here we go.
How does my head look?
Right here. You got a cat on your head.
Can you put pressure here? My arm got tired. Can you put pressure here?
Yeah, you don't want to put a lot of pressure on a skull,
Went down.
Just hold his.
especially if it's open skull fracture.
Went down and I slid out of his way.
So there's blood. That's why you have PPE. trauma kit.
Cortada así, ¿no?
Looks like it was a group ride.
Yo también me caí, me pegué todo el pie.
Yeah, it's not gonna clean it off. Now you got dirty, bloody hands.
¿Qué pasó?
Good job staggering. We're not staggering, but staging.
¿Fuerte o qué pasó?
Protect from traffic.
La calle está resbalosa.
So this is where having some people to help.
Y cuando se resbaló el rojo, él se trató de mover y se cayó también.
Shit.
Anybody know what he said?
¿Dónde se cortaría?
Just look at the area. So it looks like maybe somebody cut him off. Panic braked probably. The road is wet. All right, so on the ground, he has a head injury. Okay, head injury. Why do you think he has a bleeding head injury? Is it because we're not wearing, the road is slippery, he tried to move, but he slipped. Okay, yep. Why do you think he has a head injury? He probably didn't have a helmet on. Probably didn't have a helmet on. So it looks like police is on scene. So they're typically first responders. They're not EMTs, but first responders still have more training than bystanders. So if you get bystander assistance training, you're very close to a first responder. So a big cruiser ride. There's a bobber. So look at everyone's blocking traffic, everyone's moving things. So EMS still hasn't shown up. So this is why I want you guys to get the training, because paramedics and fire and EMTs still haven't shown up yet. It takes time to get dispatched.
I think it's right arm.
So now we have police on scene. So he's gonna get gloves probably. Yeah, the other guy has gloves. And here comes the fire truck. So how long do you think they might have been on scene? Pretty long time. So there's the ambulance and everything. I want to see more of the patient. You notice how he's not moving very much. He's not moving very much. Yeah, everyone get out of the way. So I would like you guys to be able to assist another rider. You can get some medical training in the description. We do have some trauma kits on the store pretty soon. If it's sold out now, you're kind of screwed for now. But we're going to be getting more and more and more, okay? So keep an eye on the store, motorcycletrainingconcepts.com.
Estaba con la cabeza cortada. Yo le fui y le puse presión. Me estaba cayendo toda la sangre. Tiene un corte así en la cabeza. Y no, y estaba
Hit his head, I know that.
le puse presión. No, creo que en algo se cortó ahí. No traía casco.
¿No traía casco?
No.
Yeah, those gloves you're going to want to take off. You don't want them on your hands anymore.
Estoy aguantando, pero yo porque choqué con él de frente.
¿Y qué pasó? ¿Aceleraron fuerte?
No, en esta línea
También es malosísimo ahí. Hay que tener cuidado ahorita.
So right now, at this point, they can take over, fire and police. So leading up to it, though, you're going to want to assist. Now, let's go ahead and see what they actually do. So watch how long it takes because they're getting everything situated. So it looks like the firefighter is going to go back to get the gurney. Paramedic and captain or engineer is right there getting documentation, getting everything situated, doing assessment. Oh, I didn't realize there was two people on the ground. I was paying attention to you guys chatting. So two people on the ground, might have been a passenger ride. Oh, no, he's just talking to him. Never mind. What am I talking about? The person's on the ground talking face to face. So,
Man, that was
kinda-
nasty fall.
nasty fall, just kind of talking, trying to figure things out. We got the gurney getting back out. There he is. Because he already knows, hey, we're transporting. We're transporting. Fire is blocking. We got a big ladder truck blocking traffic. So this whole road is pretty much blocked. Sorry, everybody. We're going to handle this.
Shit, you're done. In the rain, it's over. That's just fucking dangerous.
So your tires can handle a lot.
We lost 3 guys, didn't we?
So in rain, your tires can handle a lot. So that, see, those my little trauma kit has nothing on that kit right there. That's a big kit. That has everything you need. You got a backboard in there. So what they're gonna do is they're probably put a seat collar on the patient, put him supine, put him on the board, secure him to the board, secure him to the gurney,
Mira,
take him to the
¿cuántos
hospital.
años quedaron los pedazos?
Yep. They're already getting prepped and ready for transport. They're getting everything situated on that gurney.
Pero ese traslado, pero le cayó la moto encima. ¿Cómo sería, bro? Seguramente se le enganchó la mano en algo y se... Oh, es una pesa.
There's the C-collar coming out. He's getting it worked. They're kind of stiff, so he's just kind of like a baseball glove getting it worked in, so it's comfier, moldable. And that doesn't prevent you from moving your head. It just reminds you not to move your head. So he's got, she's given him some 4x4s and 5x9s, which we do have in our kit. We do have 4x4s and 5x9s. He's probably going to be applying a little bit of pressure to any of the wounds, stopping the bleed, but probably not a lot of bleeding going on. I'm wondering if they're going to go ahead and expose the patient since it was a crash like this. But they might not, just because there might not be any complaints of like leg injuries. All right, they're gonna apply bandage to the head, pretty much just so they don't get blood all over the gurney. Yeah, Heavy Harris, it's pretty uncomfortable with all that stuff. So yeah, they're bandaging the head right there. So the cop is trying to get information on which bike crashed. They're going to do their own scene investigation that they're supposed to be doing. EMS is doing what they need to do. So this is what I'm talking about, everybody, is that I used to be the guys right there. And my only concern was the patient. Now, if police have other concerns, other things they have to do, other job duties they have to do, if somebody needs to pick up that C-collar bag. You don't want to litter. But my only concern was definitely this right here. Like, I only cared about the person. We show up, doesn't matter who it is, we're going to take care of them. Why not have a trauma assessment record card in the kit? Because our main goal with that is to just stop the immediate bleeds. If you have any more training that you can do an assessment, please do so. What we do here, here's my wallet right now, is we have what's called a rescue card, and these are available. These are available on the store right now. So after a moto crash, this is like a very simple assessment. And the main thing is to get you in safety. So remain calm, ensure your own safety, stop the bleeding, quickly assess severity. And on the back end, you're going to have more information. So do they have any of these symptoms? Okay, so it's not going to be a substitute for actual training, but it's going to help you out. And I keep it in my wallet. One thing that you can do is, it's like it says after a moto crash, kind of sticking out. So if you get confused of what you should have to do, get yourself a rescue card. So we got the guy standing up over there. He's just getting information, documenting, getting name, date of birth, stuff like that. Yeah, you can Ninja, so you can relay info to the responders and don't forget, and that's fine. The thing is, responders aren't gonna, they don't expect you to know, and they're gonna do their own assessment too. So anything, Mythos, welcome. If you can give them anything, that's fine, but don't feel like you need to do a full transfer of care to them. That's not what we're here for. Yeah, so exactly, Samantha. So there's also the Red Cross Emergency app, which has an active wizard for problems. That's good too. It gives me good ideas. So right now, after they've fixed the bleeding of the head, they're gonna probably do an assessment of the other extremities. Looks like they took off the gloves. They're gonna get probably baseline vitals, which is gonna be blood pressure. I don't think they're gonna do glucose right now, but blood pressure, pulse, breathing rate and rhythm quality, pupils probably. See if they are responsive and active to light. What is this guy doing? But now it looks like they're just like, you know what, nothing here that we're going to do is going to be a good assistance to this person. We need to get off scene and get them to a hospital so that they actually can do like an MRI, CT scan and everything, because you could possibly have a brain bleed. You could have something that's going on inside that will delay symptoms, bad symptoms. Once you start having the bad symptoms after something like this, you're pretty much not going to be doing well. And that's going to be some type of neurogenic shock that you might be going into, or having some complications of brain bleed. So that's going to be the thing. So I don't know who this guy just showed up. He might be like the president of the club or whatever he was at the beginning. Right now they're doing a good log roll. They're getting the patient on the board, and they're going to secure the patient on the board. I have a feeling I have a feeling this guy right here, there we go, that guy, might have some type of knowledge. If I was the firefighters on scene, I'd be like, hey, we got this, dude. Last thing I want is them to do it. So the reason why they're probably not using the C-collar right there is because it probably didn't fit them, and it would probably cause more problems. Looks like they cut off the jacket, cut off that. They wanted to check everything. So they're going to secure the patient possibly in comfort. That's why his legs are kind of up right now.
Huh? Who's with him? Anybody? Oh, here. I'm calling his wife right here. Got it?
Can you guys hear me while they're also talking? So they're securing the patient. They're going to have a head block on there so that they're like, what are you going to put the C-collar on? They might be putting it on now, but typically, no, he's going to throw it on the ground probably. You guys can hear me? Okay. Still securing the patient. They're going to get ready to lift the patient. There they go. They lifted the patient. 1, 2, 3, go. Now they're going to secure the patient to the actual gurney. So he's secured to the backboard, and now he's secured the backboard and him to the gurney. So the wrapping looks pretty crazy on his head, but it's just so you can secure it. And that wrapping is just, it's just 4x4. I was playing around with this. It's just 4x4. I'm not 4x4, but roll gauze, and then there we go. Let's get out of that. Some roll gauze, and then maybe 5x9 right here. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to walk you guys through what's happening during an accident scene like this and how long it can take. But that's the thing, is prior to the accident, if there was something worse, like they were bleeding out, or they couldn't breathe, do you know what to do? And that's the biggest thing. This is how slow it can go, but it's slow because it's methodical. That there's so many different things happening, and there's so many different people working with that patient. When it's just you, you have to do the job of everyone there. You have to, or you're not going to be able to save the life. Now, that's why I recommend you only do what is needed versus what everything should happen. So like they're doing C-collars, they're bandaging the patient, they're lifting on the gurney, they're cutting the clothes. There's one person doing one. There's always somebody doing something. Now, when it's just you, you need to be able to do it all, but you can't. So what do? We use a tourniquet if they're bleeding out of a limb. So you just use the tourniquet, boom, get it done. If they're bleeding out of a junctional spot, like in the collarbone or the groin area, you need to learn how to. You got to pack the wound. You got to stuff that wound to stop the bleeding. Make sure you guys are practicing with your blue tourniquets, which we'll be having on the store pretty soon. We ordered 100 blue tourniquets to practice with. So if you want to buy one, please do so. Once they're on the store, motorcycletrainingconcepts.com. But we're getting some orange ones in our new rescue kits. But you have a bunch of stuff inside. You guys can build your own. We're getting 250 empty kits on the store. But our kits come with 2 tourniquets, 2 triangular bandages, the Sharpie to write the time. You got 5x9s. You got some roll gauze. That's the one right there. You get 2 of them. You get some gloves. You get 4x4s. You get an emergency blanket. You get a lot. You know, there's some more roll gauze back there. CPR mask and a whistle. Okay, and you get the rescue card that I showed you from my wallet. You get a cool patch. DF Crew Smart Rider. But you need to know how to use it. Okay, so you need to be able to take care of this patient. You need to be able to do what you need to do so that they stay alive prior to EMS showing up. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to do. So just focus on the bleeding that could kill them. So lots of blood, profuse bleeding. Bleeding that you're like, oh crap, that's a lot of blood. That's the stuff you worry about. And if they're not breathing, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. So take a stop to bleed class, take an accident scene management class, take a CPR class from American Heart or the Red Cross. There's so many things you can do to save another rider just in case. Okay? Very, very interesting. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, class. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Donna, the blue one is a trainer. It's so that you don't get confused. It's so you don't get confused with using a black one or an orange one. I like the orange ones. I like the orange ones because, you know, I started off with black. They're a little bit cheaper. And on top of that, everyone knows and everyone wants a black one. But then I started thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend a little bit extra and get some orange ones because look how bright they are. So if you had like black clothes, and that's the big thing right here. So you have, let's go over here. Let's go to the beginning. So imagine putting a tourniquet on his clothes and it's black. It's gonna blend right in. But now imagine putting a tourniquet right there. Look how bright it is. So now nobody's gonna be mistaken that there's a tourniquet there. Right? Yeah, seal the box. Yeah, VFX Bishop, you're a gun guy. We typically don't have chest injuries with motorcycle accidents. Not a lot of penetrating trauma chest injuries. That's why I didn't include a chest seal. I wanted more of the bleeding control, but you're absolutely 100% right, man. Love it. So yeah, imagine now you can see it. That's why I want orange in the new kits. So our new kits come with orange ones. Thank you everyone that bought the original 100 though. Appreciate it. Land Mac, welcome. Woo! So what we're going to do is we're going to head to the office and we're just going to hang out and chill. We got 7 new members. I want to say real quick what's up to this. Hey, it won't even show me all the members. YouTube, what the heck? We got 7 new members. It won't even show me who became a member. Let's go ahead and go to my office. Well, that was quick. That was quick. All right, well, come right in. What happened to that transition? You're supposed to make it, yeah, the transition's supposed to be a little bit longer, so it looks like I ran here, not almost instant. I know some people think I have like this elevator button that I go down and I get magically back into, I get it, but all right, we got to fix that. We got to fix that. I want people to believe that this is, yes, this is real. So they have to absolutely believe it. All right, this is a real building. It's a real building. I know it looks like I'm not talking to anybody. All right. All right, everybody. Are my feet on the floor? I'm sitting down now. Got my comfy chair, which is not very comfy, but it works. There's my 100,000 subscriber plaque. Doesn't look good. Scott Snow, yes, moped's a good starter bike. So before you guys take off, make sure you sign in to class by hitting that like button. Come on now. Let's get some music going. Let's get it going. Come on now. Whew. Let's go ahead and switch this. Sign in. Green Gorilla from New Zealand. Hey, real quick, I want to see this spanned by crew members, and then I want to give a quick shout out to all the lurkers that watch this and don't comment, whatever. Don't worry about saying hi. Don't say hi. Because I'm a lurker in a lot of things. All right, I lurk a lot of streams. I lurk the Discord right now. But thank you, lurkers. Huge thank you. Appreciate it. Give yourself a big clap. I recognize you. But I want to see all the members say something. Since the trauma kits are sold out, can we get a beard guide? Mythos Riot. I'm gonna tell you right now. For the beard, just let it grow out. Don't cut it. Try to shape it right away. You gotta let it grow out. And daily, after every shower, blow dry it on cold and comb it out. Blow dry it on cold and comb it out. If you start getting itchy skin underneath, it's because it's too moist after a shower, or you keep your skin like moist with too much oils. I don't put oils in my beard. I haven't in like 10 months. I stopped doing it because it never helped. And it's like, well, your skin will be healthy underneath and you'll be moisturized with the oils. Yeah, well, not me. I actually had beard itch. I went to the doctors and she told me to stop doing that. And I was like, well, everyone says to do it. She told me to stop. I'm going to take my meds, by the way. She told me to stop doing that. And then she's like, keep it dry. I was like, oh, okay. So I started blowing drying it afterwards and stopped doing oils. Boom. Perfect. Legalizing lane filtering in Oregon. Yeah, so I think it's up to the governor now. Yeah. Yeah, get a fake beard. Try that. Mate, I actually got it trimmed. I did say I would shave it off if we hit $10,000 raised for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Didn't happen. So I got it trimmed. You can't have that kind of patience in the Oval Office. What? You think this is the Oval Office, Chris? How you doing, Chris Mahoney? Welcome to the crew, baby. You're welcome, Brian. Yeah, I take mine around noon every time. This is probably like, I think this is day... And if you guys don't, I mean, I share everything with you guys. That's what I love about the crew. I share everything with you guys. This is day 3. Day 3 of fluoxetine again. So I still got another week or two before it kicks in. Gets that therapeutic effect. What's up, 64 Short Bed from Kansas? Yeah, Demon, that's the thing is it I used to get dandruff, like beard itch and dandruff in my beard, like just constant. Like I kept putting more oils and it's like it just kept doing it. I stopped putting oils in and I started blow drying on cold until it's dry. And I haven't gotten dandruff in months. If you get like this flaky, itchy stuff, that's probably beard itch. So you want to use like a Selsun Blue on your beard every 3-4 days until it clears up. Or I'm sorry, every other day until it clears up, and then after that, it's like every 3 or 4 days. Rev 1 hard. Why on cold? Hot air kind of just damages the hair. Our beard hair is not the same as this hair. This hair is different than this hair. This is like a body hair versus the hair up here. So the reason why men go bald is because of, I think it's like DHEA. It's a hormone, and that's why it doesn't affect the beard. It affects here because it's affecting a different kind of hair follicle. I could totally be wrong with that. Adopting a rider on highway. Chicken strips. What's your thought? What is that whole concept? Are you talking about like if you're in a car and you see a rider, you kind of give them a good space between and you're just protecting them from the rear? What do I think about that? Whatever I go to mustache? Yeah, maybe. I mean, this thing has... I keep the mustache. But I have had a beard. I told myself, if I ever left the fire service or whenever I retired, I would have a beard. I've always wanted a beard. Serious. And now that I do, it's like now I just got to get my. I need to get like in shape so I look like a jacked beard dude. You know what I mean? Now I'm just like a round beard dude. I feel like Dr. Robotnik from Sonic. Chris Mahoney, thanks for all you do. Dan, got my first bike a few weeks ago and been watching you for the past year. So how many you guys, I keep getting like new members that say, which by the way, thank you, Chris. Welcome to the crew. Love to have you here. Nice rookie status, got a nice mustache. I keep hearing like new members joining and saying they've been watching me for months. Like, and then they started riding. That's insane. It's insane. DHTM, okay. Yeah, so you got to protect this hair. Protect this hair. As gross as it sounds, this hair has the same consistency as pubic hair. That's just what beard hair is. It's the same hair, just super long. Grow hair or cut the beard and stick it to the Matei, shut your mouth, Matei. It would look terrible. You have this is the solution right here. I look jacked if I try. My back. Got a cramp in my latissimus dorsus. Oh yeah. All right, I'm all red. Yeah, I'm gonna get the dad hat. Yeah, Liam, I'm gonna buy myself a dad hat right now. I'm going to the shop. DJ from Crew Smart hat. It's what color should I get? I'm not gonna let you guys see my shop order. What color should I get? Black, navy, charcoal gray, or khaki? So black. This guy's using it. He looks good. Navy. Charcoal. I like charcoal. Or tan. What do you think, Chris? What was it? Khaki. What should I get? Yeah, so this one has, this is a flex. This one I'm wearing is a flex fit. Yeah, I'll send you my credit info. One of each? I'll start off with one. Pink, navy, khaki. Khaki. You know what? Khaki, you're right, Mythos, right? Khaki is pretty dad. Khaki is pretty dad. You're right. All right, so I'm going to add it to the cart. Let me see. I'm gonna check out right now. Do. Of course, I'm gonna use the business card, right? I'm gonna use the business card, and I place the order, and boom, automatically updated on my phone because I get updates whenever you guys order anything, because I like to see it. Boom, got it. Order number 10114. Woo! Ordered. Got myself a dad hat. If you guys want your own dad hat, please go to the shop. I got myself a khaki one. Which, by the way, I need to update the images because I like The images on it doesn't show the back, and I want it to show the back. I want it to show the back. The dad hat. Why wouldn't it show the back? All right. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't show any of the back sides. Well, it's got the well, that's the cool thing is that once I get it, I'll show you what the backside looks like. Yeah. Yeah, we do. We got to dedicate the wall. I love hats. I haven't worn I used to wear these hats at work. Like these flex fit hats. I loved these flex fit hats. I love them. I just want to hang out with you guys. Relax. You guys are all like yelling at me and stuff. Just got back from day 1 of my MSF. Razor, how'd it go? Razor, how'd it go? Good night, Brian. Past your bedtime. Whew. I'll get a dad hat when I can buy 2 rescue bags. Liam, I'm trying, Liam. That's what I'm trying to say. Stop yelling. Just kidding. It's okay. Where did you get the hats made? Printful. Printful is gonna be the third party. This is a flex fit hat though. It's a flex fit. Flex fit. So wherever flex fits are made, I mean Bangladesh, you know. Yeah, Printful is the one that fulfills it. Man, well, I want to get protective gear. I really do. I really do. I think it'd be really cool to get. Got a ticket today, riding your 1100. Oh, man. Well, don't be riding so fast. Thanks for the videos I've been watching. I got my Harley Road King Police a few months ago. Was prepared for a few scenarios just because of you. Chris, hey, welcome. Glad you're able to be prepared. That is so awesome. Yeah, Rain and the dad hats have the little clasps in the back. So I ordered one. So we'll see how quickly they show up. I ordered pretty much everything from my own shop to see what it looks like when you guys do it. And then I just have it on hand. I ordered 2 hats. One of them's going to Nathan. Or not Nathan, I'm sorry. Newbie. One of them's going to Newbie. But then we might get some more out there, Rainin. We might get some. We might get some in stock. I want to get some made locally so I can give them out locally. Big Happener saw 5 Hemis, 3 fire trucks, and several cops literally racing down the highway on my way to work today. Ooh. That sounds like it's a fire. Sounds like a fire. That many. That's yeah, that sounds like a fire. Sammy, your tweet, was it just now? What happened? A fanny pack would be fun. I could totally do a fanny pack. I got Nathan's attention. How are the hats for big-headed people? I'm a big-headed person. It might not look like it, but I got the LXL. I got the LXL hat. So whatever, if you can go to like your local store or whatever and find flex fit hats because they're pretty standard, and try on the hats. We do small, medium, or S/M, and then LXLs. So if the LXLs fit you pretty well, we got the hat for you. I wear an LXL. Just got your endorsement, Eamon. Woo! Wait, so Razor was in here. Did you answer? You just had, yeah, Razor. I feel like I didn't learn too much. I didn't already learn from Dan's motorcycle concept, but I got to refresh on most of what that stuff and got to put my butt in the saddle. And that's the big thing, Razor. I want to get you prepped and ready for the class, or if you're gonna just go out riding, or if you're just gonna get your endorsement at the DMV. But it doesn't substitute, right? It doesn't substitute getting your butt in the saddle. So that's what the beautiful thing about the class is. So you feel confident going in. You're like, I know this stuff, but it's good to hear it. And then now you get to apply it on the bike. That's the beauty of this. So I'm glad you're doing well. Day 2 is going to be a lot of fun. Day 2 is going to be a lot of fun. After I watched your FTR video, I went to buy one, but they are pre-sold until December. Yeah, dude, they're insane. Indian is like, they're pre-selling stuff. Like it's crazy. I heard about that. Do I ship to India Alpha? So far, no international shipping right now. We're going to get that fixed. We'll get that fixed. Just double checking everything. Manuel. What? Thanks for to you and your community for this nice stream. An awesome time. Hopefully I'll catch the next live stream too. Everyone have a nice day night. Hey, thank you so much for the 5. Really do appreciate it. Yeah. That's awesome. You know, if they don't have any FTRs in stock, maybe I should just sell mine. I should just sell mine. I mean, it must be a seller's market right now. Do you have any opinions on the Triumph Street Twin as a first bike? No, not really. The main thing is what you do with your hands and your feet and your eyes. So make sure you modulate that, understand friction zone, throttle control as best as you possibly can. More powerful bikes are going to be less forgiving. Smaller bikes are going to be more forgiving of mistakes. So understand that. It's a risk assessment. So if I will always recommend just base level to get a smaller bike, but that's not everybody's situation. There's a lot of people that have a lot more experience, a lot of people that don't have experience. A lot of people have good hand-eye coordination, some people don't. So if you're one of those that has good hand-eye coordination, you can learn quick, you know how to train sub-maximally, so you're not trying to push things, you're not trying to rush things, then getting a bigger bike is perfectly fine. He ended up low siding on a drill, Chris. I know there's like those people that are like, I've been doing this forever, and then they're not very good in class. Deminister, have I seen your vid yet? No, I'm in the process of doing a lot of stuff. Don't worry. If it's sent in, if you send it into the submission form, it will be cataloged. If it's just sent to my email, which I think you did, it's probably gonna just get dismissed because I get a ton of emails, and I can't do anything unless it's like cataloged and we go through that route. Please answer Scott Snow, so I stop thinking about bikes with baby bump. Where Scott Snow? Where? Oh, could I pregnant motorcycle test in a? Can you impregnate a motorcycle? I think I know what you're trying to say. Could a pregnant? I'm trying though. You can crash anything. I mean, ride anything. Nicholas, you're taking a dump right now. Have a good one. Don't push too hard. That's how you get a prolapsed anus. Go ahead and Google that while you're on the pot. Can you make and wear a DDFM patch? You can do whatever you want as long as you don't sell them. You can make your own. You just can't sell them. Deminister, is it on the Discord? No. Use the submission form. I just put it in the chat. Yeah, so you guys have to watch out. My lawyer doesn't like anybody using DanDanTheFireman in terms of motorcycle stuff or motorcycle training concepts. That's all trademarked, so be very careful with that. But you can make it I don't care if you make your own, but don't go out trying to sell them like you're me. That's when we get in trouble. As a 40-year-old new rider, I passed my test last year and got forced to commute on the bike these last 3 months. MT-09 Tracer first bike. Wanted to do it right, and you helped loads. Edification. Woo! Love it. Don't Google prolapsed anything. Can you practice on a motorcycle if you're pregnant or take the test when you're pregnant? Just remember that you're doing something that there's a higher risk. There's a higher risk, okay? So just be very, very careful. Can you do it? Yeah. But remember, being pregnant doesn't last forever. So maybe wait. Might be a little risky. Yeah, there's always new things to learn, Tal. Yeah, and there's no protection for that baby. Scott Snow says practice. Okay, so it wasn't pregnant. Could I practice motorcycle test in a parking lot on my dirt bike? There you go. Could I pregnant motorcycle test? So could I practice That's what you meant. Okay, so could I practice a motorcycle test in a parking lot on your dirt bike? Yes. Yes, you can. So it's going to be the same principles, same situation. Practice that. You're going to learn counterbalance, counter steering, direct steering, head and eye movement, throttle control, friction zone, maybe, friction zone. Yeah. It might be a little bit different. Shifting might be, things might be slightly different, but for the most part, I mean, it depends on how your dirt bike is set up. But for the most part, you're going to be able to do the most important things, which is going to be head and eye movement. You need to look at where you're going. Okay, that's the big thing. You need to learn how to do counterbalance so that you're going to be putting a little bit of weight on the outside and maybe on the pegs, but you're going to definitely get that look and going. Throttle control, same thing. So you could definitely be practicing. You definitely could. Yeah, the autocorrect. That I was like, can you yeah, you got to be careful with the amniotic fluid. The what is it, the Scarlet, what's the brown fluid? It starts with an M. If they accidentally pooped inside and it's now inside their mouth. Mayo's heart. Scarlet, help me out here. Meconium fluid. There you go. Meconium fluid. There, you guys are all smart. Meniscus. Mocha. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. What's up, Bethany? You got it right. Eamon, you like the beard? Hey. Yeah, the mocha staining. The meconium fluid. Let's just take a quick look. Just kidding. Let's not do that. It's basically the stool of a baby poo-pooed during stress, during birth, and it can get inside the nose and mouth and cause infections in the lungs. It's usually a sign of stress, but it's something that can be handled. Yeah, I don't want to show you guys. Fetal poop is going to be the name of your next band. How many bands do you have, Zaraza? Oh, he poo-pooed? I didn't know that. He had a little poo-poo. Yeah, that's why you got suction in the ambu bag. In the little pediatric bag. A little suction. Yeah, it's gnarly stuff, Bethany. Yeah. It's true. I mean, that's why he's graduating 8th grade as a 16-year-old. I mean, that's why we got to leave pretty soon, right? Oh, yeah, Sean, exactly. Mothers do poop during vaginal. I don't know why we're talking about birth right now, but, oh, yeah, because we're trying to get pregnant in a parking lot with the motorcycle. Went brown stage right away. Yeah, women poo-poos. And all you do is just put towels over it, and they poop again, you put another towel over it, put poop again, you put another towel over it. You're just trying to keep the poop away from the baby coming out. And then you clean up the poop after. Well, you guys never wiped anybody else's butt? You guys act like you only wiped your own butts before? You don't know how many butts I've wiped? You know how many bodies I've wiped? Because they got poop everywhere? I've given like it sounds weird, but after an old lady's fallen, you know, an old dude has fallen in the bathroom after taking a poop and they get poop everywhere. I've taken them in the shower, which is right next to it, and I've sprayed them off and I've helped them get dry, and because they weren't injured, they just couldn't get up, so they wanted to go back to bed. So they went back to bed at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Scarlett, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody here fire and EMS? You guys done that before, right? I mean, it was kind of weird when my captain was like, hey, we don't do this. And I'm like, be quiet. And I'm all wiping their butts and everything. And they're like, why do you keep doing this? And I'm like, well, we're supposed to do that, right? And he's like, no. So maybe I am the only one. You never had to do that? Come on, customer service. Customer service. Man, imagine. Come on. Customer service. Oh yeah, I gotta get same thing, Rainin. Nikki, I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready for that thing. That's what the hose is for? Yeah, all other duties assigned in the job description. That's a duty. Yeah, exactly, Eamon. Nurses do it. I mean, here's the thing. Here's how I look at it. Yeah, it sounds like we're in a bathroom. Maybe we should get a bathroom where I'm just hanging out in the bathroom. We have like just elevator music playing. Yeah, duties, huh? That's said duty. There you go. You get how mature are you guys? How mature are you guys? Come on now. Oh my gosh. No, it's just think about it. This is what I thought is that, hey, they fell taking a dump. They fell between the toilet and the bathtub. Okay. I pick them up. Let's say I pick them up and like that's what they wanted, and they're definitely embarrassed because of the poop and calling at 2 in the morning. It's usually the husband that falls, and if it's the wife that falls, it's because the husband has died. But the husband falls, the wife can't pick him up. Okay, so we get there and we pick him up, do that stuff. He's embarrassed. He's joking. You know, that's what men do. The wife's like, oh, you know, that's funny. She's thinking all the firemen are hot. And then what happens we leave? So now he's got to clean himself up. What happens if he falls again? What happens if she can't do it? So I always thought, you know, let's just clean him up. Let's take care of him. We're able-bodied. We're wide awake anyways. I'm gonna have to change out of my clothes anyways because they're usually sweaty and poopy. And I get my uniform on, so when I get back to the station, I gotta change into my clean uniform so I can go back to bed. Maybe even take a shower. So it's like I'm already dirty. So I would clean them up, and that way they can go straight to bed because I know they'll be safe in bed usually. But yeah, that was my line of thinking. My line of thinking was I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back in 20 minutes when we're like, you know how many times, like, you don't know how many times, but there's been many times where we would leave after just like doing the bare minimum because we're just so tired, and they're like, we don't need anything. We're like, okay, cool. We didn't push it. Like on the way back, dispatch, without even dispatching the station or dispatching like tones, they would call the captain over the radio and saying, hey, we're generating another call. They're calling and saying that he fell or he needed assistance, and then we're like, okay, so we turn around. Like we literally, there would be no tones or anything. They just kind of sent us back and created a new call. Sean, yeah, yeah. So that's what we do. Yeah, Sam, and that's the thing is I didn't want you always have to like, sell it to your crew too. It's like, hey, let's not come back. But I'm over here wipe. You'd have to want to wipe somebody's butt to do it. You can't just hate it and then do it. Yeah, I've had that many times, Scarlett. It sucks. So it's like I want to get back. But yeah, little things like that. All right, guys, I got to get ready. My son's graduating in 8th grade. I'm going to go hang out with them. I got to make it back. I'm at the station now. I got to ride my motorcycle all the way back. Not that fast, but we're going to at least do it. Anyways, hope you guys had a great time. We did 3 live streams this week. I will be doing this again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, and then we're going to get back on schedule Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hope you guys had a great time. We learned a lot. I love having these little chats. They're pretty fun. I like it. I like just talking about random stuff. We don't need to talk about motorcycle stuff afterwards, right? Donna, I am 34 in July. 34 in July. All right, guys. I'll be seeing you around. Yeah. I'm a Cancer.